Hi, my name is Aaron and this is my show Re-Education, and I'm going to do another current events video. How wonderful. This time, again, I'm going to be talking about something that I'm not going to use a bunch of specifics on because I think that it's more important to talk about the fundamentals than it is to talk about the specifics. The specifics rarely matter. I'm a big picture person. I like to look at things on a wider scope than just that specific issue. And what I'm talking about today is the university bribery scandal that was going on in the news a couple of weeks ago. Now, it is proven that rich people have been able to pay their way into better educations. But that's not something new. That's not something you didn't know already. You knew this entire time that they were just buying their way into school. Now you have proof. Does that make things better? Not really. It doesn't really change anything. The fact of the matter is that when you're going to higher education, the people that have the most money are inevitably going to be the ones that get the best schooling, because of course they will. We live in a society where knowledge is a commodity to be bought and sold. Knowledge! The thing that all of us need to survive in a democracy. You need to have an informed electorate to even have a democracy, and yet knowledge is a commodity to be bought and sold. Why? Well, that's pretty obvious. If it wasn't, then the people would know what was going on and they would vote for things that helped them, that made their lives better, rather than things that, make the smart, rich people's lives better. Listen, the way that this system is structured, the way that it's all set up is horribly, horribly flawed. It's disgusting, and it's falling apart. It's breaking and crumbling at every one of its seams, as I've said before. You can see it when you walk down the street. You can see shuttered buildings. You can see more and more people becoming homeless, indebted, impoverished, and put into positions that would otherwise be barbaric when looked at by any other first world country in the past. But that's the way basically all of our lives are now. We live in a system that is falling apart. But of course it is. Of course it's falling apart, because you have to realize that this whole scandal, the whole thing with the rich people becoming the ones in power and having the best schooling, the best education, the most opportunity, this isn't new. This is hundreds, if not thousands of years old. This system was literally built by syphilitic, nepotistic oligarchs. And of course, their rotted brains would create a system that wouldn't function properly. Every single one of us that exist in this modern era, with the internet, with all of the advancements in technology that we have, almost every single one of us could probably come up with a better system than the one we have. The one we have is so monumentally flawed and so monumentally destroyed and manipulated to the point of where it benefits the oligarchs to the utmost degree that a simpleton walking down the street, a drunkard, could look at this and be like, hey, you know what would be a little bit better? Anything. You have to remember that the bourgeoisie, the capitalist class, they're not smart. They paid their way into that system. They manipulated it to make it so that you think that you're somehow inferior to them, and trust me, you aren't. Every single one of them is inferior to every single one of us because we had to struggle. We had to try. All of us are far superior to them, and they know it. They know that we're a threat. That's why they have to keep that boot on your throat, nice and tight. Because if you ever get up, they know that you will win. At least that's the way I look at it. My name is Aaron. This is my show Re-Education. Thanks for watching.